in the search for the missing boy.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
So even if you were defending yourself, you need to go back in contact with the people that you were spoken defending yourself
against. He said OG shit.
Shit, right? But
he said the same thing I said.
Which I'm glad that he did it. I'm just saying, look what the hell y'all out there doing. There's just too much going on. Everybody need to relocate and just recalibrate because it's just too
relocate, recalibrate.
But you know, when they do release certain things, I will come at y'all with the updates and stuff like that. I just think with this real quick to give it to y'all, you know, because I see more things are developing and a lot of misinformation is out there, and you know, y'all be hitting me up with it. And I'll be like, nah, that ain't true. And I got to make a whole goddamn video about it. Plus, I told y'all I was going to bring updates and stuff like that, too. So it is what it is. But look, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation. And we're going to talk about everything in the comment section. And, yeah, man, I hope that boy can get into a very, very stable home. And, you know,
we need to find out what's going on with his parents. Don't just put him in somebody else's house, Carlos.
I don't give a damn what the situation may have been. You dealing with kids now, and it's a whole different league. But look, let me know your thoughts and opinions. We're gonna talk about everything.
I feel like it was a shakedown. Yeah, that was some GoFundMe type shit. Yeah. What's your opinion? My opinion is we dealing with a bunch of assholes that forgot this baby was a child. Ooh.
Hey y'all, welcome to Rachel Reed TV, and thank you for being here and tuning in to another video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to catch more videos on this channel and check out the playlist for more videos just like this one. Like the video and share it to kids. If you've already subscribed, welcome back, bestie. Now let's get into the video. I'm just now seeing what happened with Effany. And
why they call that girl Effany?
That she did stab. Like, she is really crazy. I feel so bad, and I'm so blessed and lucky because this easily could have been me when the situation occurred with me. She just used to I don't know if y'all want a story time about what
her name Anthony.
Let me know. Okay, so this is part one, story time on what happened at my ex a long time ago job at Taco Bell with Effany. Okay? So I waited to post the story time because I wanted to give the family time to, a little bit of time to breathe and, get their story out there and what happened and whatever happened. So this is back in 2019. We're living in, everybody knows where, they made that clear. And I was already there. And disclaimer, our manager at the time was sweetheart manager. Effany was how you guys see on, I came across her Instagram/Facebook. She was exactly how she is now, weird, on breaks. I'm talking about, forget her hiding in the McDonald's tunnel, plates thing for the kids, how she was. She was, hiding behind our cars. The one time she climbed up under a guy's car at the job. Just, to give you a bit of a clue, how, cuckoo how she was. Mm-hmm. This is also, too, why I want to tell y'all why I don't believe
no disrespect
until some of the other employees come out and, kind of validate what she's saying about the manager bullying her, per se. is because she was the bully. But also, as an adult, you can't be bullied as an adult. Let's just put that clear out there.
You can't be bullied as
So,
an adult,
anyways, she
but
comes, she gets hired, she's there
you
for,
can take things
you
like a
know, she's there
child.
for a while,
Shit, I mean,
a couple months. And
you
she's just
can be
every
taken
day
advantage
she's
of as a
speaking with the
child.
manager about like her scheduling. She's talking about she has second jobs, she has a music career she's trying to pursue, and
The
just all these reasons why she's asking us to switch
girl that
shifts.
said
Switch
unallowed her
shifts with her,
manager.
asking the manager to, like, all
Is
my
her name
schedules are
Afeni?
great, and
Like Afeni Shakur
so,
or Anthony? I'm
at
confused.
first we all took it as like this is somebody that just like they're looking for reasons, and they want a paycheck, but they don't want to work for the paycheck type of thing, you know. So one time, Effany asked me to cover her shift. Let's say it was a Friday, but she was saying she couldn't work that Friday. She had to work that Friday, and I would have had to work that Sunday. Okay, follow me. So she asked me to swap days with her. I come the Friday, and she worked
What
the
about that?
Sunday. Now, mind you, I had done this for her on multiple different occasions. But this particular time, I just literally couldn't do it because I had my own things going on in my own life that I just could not do it this time. So she just acted as though like she threw a fit and acted as though I had absolutely had to work this shift for her. Like I was obligated. Like she was the
Stop, please,
owner
knock down my
of Taco Bell
computer.
and I had to work this shift for her. So I didn't think the words exchanged between us were, like.
Butters, get down.
I
You
didn't
know, I
think
don't
they
even play with
were.
that. Now, if you want to be rubbed, that's one thing. But, you know, I don't play with
I
my
don't know the
food.
word I'm looking for, but I
I'm
didn't
not a
take
kid.
it as like we were into it or like that I should be watching for her or anything like that. Okay, so part two, what happened at Taco Bell with Anthony. So on the first part, y'all was asking me about elaborating on her climbing up under the guy's car. So just to get that out the way, she climbed up under one of the employees' cars and like grabbed when he went to go like get in his car.
Oh, she played horror movie games.
Like up under his car and like grabbed him by his ankles and put shackles on his ankles. She put shackles on his
She put the
ankles.
shackles on his feet so he couldn't
And then
dance.
she climbed from up under the car and she pushed him inside of the car. She pushed him inside of the car and she held him at knife point. And basically was telling him to stop bullying her, leave her alone. He better start working shifts for her. Things are going to be seen her way or the highway at the job. If not, that she was taking him to like an outer space and things like that. So he reported it to HR. Why he didn't call the police first, I mean, you guys would have to, ask him about that. But when it was reported to HR, she made it seem as though to him, once they pulled him into the office, that she was just kidding. Like, she was playing it. It was a joke. I thought we were friends. Like, that type of thing. So, yeah. Okay, so this is part three on what happened at Taco Bell with Effany.
That is a thing,
myself,
honey.
and she worked there. I just want to say, you guys have to be patient with me.
You can't mess up.
That, I do have PTSD
Tupac mom name.
from
Her name is
situation
Afeni. That girl name is
and I never
Afeni.
thought I would have to relive this story again. I don't feel like justice was served, and I hope that now justice is going to be served. It's just sad that someone had to lose their life in order for this animal that she is to be caged. Seriously. Okay, so back to where I left off. I left off on the part of her hiding up under one of the ex-employees as well's car. It was a mouse car. She hid up under, and I can go more into detail about that later on down the line. But so after they sat with HR or whatnot, and they whatever happened in the meeting with them, she still work there. Like, shockingly, she still worked there. She still was able to come to work every day. I could kind of say they tried to like keep them from working together, but all in all, she still worked there. So she starts back working there or whatever. Nothing changes. She's still like just like thinking she's trying to have it her way, like always calling off, always asking people to change shifts with her while she's on the shift, like just like weird, like hiding in the freezer, in the bathroom stalls, punching on the walls, punching and kicking the doors.
Oh yeah,
And
she played too
like
much.
maybe
Ain't no
she's
way.
going
Don't
through
play
some
me
stuff
like
at
that,
home.
bro.
So I'm guessing that's why they continue to try to work with her. So I want to go back to where the issue started with me and how she, you know, SAB me. Um, so again, like I said, she had asked me to switch a shift with her, and I told her I absolutely could not do it. I had done it for her multiple times in the past. She was upset. So, like I said, I didn't think that there was any problem with us, but she did stop, like, you know, saying hi and like on the beginning of the shift and speaking. Like, she would be rude, like throwing, like when she bagged the food up. Because sometimes, like, once the food came down the line, she would be the person to bag it, to hand it to me, to pass it to whoever was in the drive-through. So she's like throwing food at me, stuff like that. So I kind of sensed the attitude or whatever. So this was like every day she would just be picking. Like, I believe as an adult you can be picked with, but you cannot be bullied. She was just picking.
Pick with and bullied is the same thing.
She would
People
talk
just
to
be saying
herself,
anything.
like literally talk to herself. She would start singing out loud out of nowhere. Take the headset off and like put them around her neck and like pull them from the back. Just little stuff like that. That I guess, you know, we all ignored the signs, kind of, but not really. So 3 days after that, that I told her I could not work. So this was, let's say it was a Friday, like I said. So let's say Monday we came back and we're both working a shift together again. So she's like, "Hey Lola, can you come in the back with me? I need help lifting up this box." So we get in the refrigerator, in the cooler, and she flicks this blade out on me. And pins me like up against the whatever it was we were getting at the time. I can't really remember. Whatever it was, she pins me up against it, and she starts calling me out my name and stuff. And she'd been planning that like she did with me.
Yes. Body, yada, 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 yada. I ain't gonna get that shit.
Nah, this stays at home though. I'm not gonna bring this to work because that wouldn't look right, I guess.
So I just wanted to come and do a little update. I am currently at work right now, but I just wanted to address like a couple of the comments and stuff and the accusations that, even though I really don't care if y'all believe me or you don't, but here's just a little bit of proof. These are just a couple of my old marks from, and I will finish the story time when I get off of work. And this is the last disclaimer I'm going to post. Yes, this occurred in 2022, but if you go back to the first part of my story, and it's a shame that everybody's so peanut brain, like the people that are being peanut brain, we started working there in 2019. That's why I said 2019. We started working there in 2019. So this occurred over time. And the incident occurred in 2022. That's why I still have yet to even explain, to get to the part of the cutting, stabbing, or anything like that. We started the job in 2019. I started the job in 2019. She came along after that. It occurred in 2022. Okay? Just to clarify that for y'all. Okay, so
that's like Rose being like they
pregnant. And this is gonna be probably like the final part besides Q&A. So I left off where Stephanie had asked me to come in the freezer with her and help her get a box. I can't remember specifically what it was, the box that we were getting. She put me up against the boxes. She flicked out a knife on me. And she just began to say like how she felt as though like everybody at the job was taking her as a joke, how she felt like she was the only one that wasn't properly being accommodated as far as her shift, and how I thought and we all thought that we were better than everybody, and how we had her effed up, and she's screaming these things like screaming, squeaky, like this is how she's talking, but it's not loud. It's like in a possessive kind of voice, kind of how she was talking. So, I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm begging and I'm pleading with her, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I've tried to do everything that I could to help you. I've always worked shifts when you asked me to. Like, if this stems from the situation with me not being able to switch that one day with you, I tried to explain to her what I had going on. She started really telling me, like, shut up, be quiet, shut up. I don't want to hear that. Shut up, be quiet. And she started slapping her head while she's got the knife in her hand. She's slapping her hand. I said, be quiet. Be quiet. There's voices in my head talking to me. Shut up. So I went to grab, because clearly I'm bigger than her. I went to try to grab her arms to be like, calm down, Effany. And she's like, no, you calm down. And she just she starts slicing me on my arm where I showed you guys the markings. She starts slicing me on my arms. So I'm then screaming because I see me bleeding. I'm like, please stop, please stop. Again, I'm asking her, please stop. You don't have to do this. I'm sorry for whatever I did. What is it I can do? Please. I'm thinking she's going to kill me. I'm actually, I don't think she's going to kill me. Please. I won't say anything to anybody. Just please. And the guy who she hit up under his car and put the shackles on him, he actually ended up, because we were in the freezer too long, he actually ended up coming in the freezer and seeing and kind of I don't know what he did, but he was able to get the knife off her and pin her down. Surprisingly, this is the funny thing about Taco Bell, okay? They asked if I wanted them to call the police, that I feel like I needed to they wanted to try to see if they could fix anything. Because like I ended job, they're going to try to aid you first with the first aid kit. And disclaimer, I'm driving home. That's why I keep looking off. But they're going to try to aid you with the first aid kit. So they're trying to hurry up and get towels and napkins, whatever, to stop the blood. Because I'm bleeding real bad at this point. So they had the nerve, the manager that was on shift at the time, did I need them to call the ambulance for me, and did I want to let them know exactly what happened? They wanted me to lie and say that I got cut on the metal in the freezer, the shelves in the freezer. If you ever worked at Taco Bell or McDonald's, anywhere with those industrial freezers, the metal shelves I'm talking about. And we could work this out, or did I want to press charges? No, I want to press charges. This cuckoo bird tried to hurt, take my life. If you ask me, she held me hostage in the freezer. And, after that, they still, if you ask me, were considering bringing her back to the job after this happened. They were considering bringing her back. Yeah, so, I, of course, got some.
There's no way that this girl is a bad worker and they didn't want to let her go. Now, I ain't saying she's not a bad character, but as far as being a slacker, it's a reason why they wanted to keep her.
Of her working at Taco Bell in the situation that happened with me. Number one, here we go. We just going to show again. Hold on. These two scars I gotta wear for the rest of my life, and you could clearly see that they wasn't no little baby petty marks. Okay, so to conclude this story,
And that's a man.
Like I said, when she worked at Taco Bell with me, I never had to say where it was. It was, everybody knows it was in Virginia. If y'all watched the news story, when she got arraigned, you would have seen that. So I didn't know that I had to specify on that. But like I said, from top to bottom, when she first started there, she was quiet. She was reserved to herself. Then she started showing signs of just, being
I
weird.
can't say that for she just got a different tone
talking
of
to
voice.
herself, pounding on the doors, hiding up under people's cars, hiding behind people's cars. When you go and you hide up under somebody's car, like I said, she hid up under the man's car
and put shackles off his
and
feet so he can't dance.
She
He
was
just
under
wanted
his
to
car,
praise
put
him.
the cuffs on his feet, climbed from up under the car, and as he was trying to bend down to figure out
Pushed
what
him in the car. Oh no, that's insane. That's like some movie type shit.
Pulled a knife out on him. So clearly this is her MO. A knife is an MO. Now that we unfortunately see what happened with Miss Jennifer. Pulled a knife out on him and was making certain threats to him. As I said, you can go back in the other videos before. Making certain threats to him and then playing it off when it got took to HR that it was a joke. Yes, they still allowed her to work around us. Yes, she was still there. And clearly, from what I'm seeing and I'm understanding, like I said in my just last video, they still made it like they still wanted her to work there. Like, oh, maybe it was a mistake. They tried to play it off as though maybe she had the knife to cut the boxes open. No, this was a personal knife that she had. We had box cutters to open the boxes with and stuff that was provided by the company. No, she had a personal knife.
Does this sound like somebody who don't do, good work, don't be, what? She probably do be, looking for somebody to fill in for her. But if they were about to risk themselves to let her keep the job, I just don't see how she wasn't a good worker or somebody that they needed. Because the liability is crazy.
That she bought personally to work, and it was not a mistake. I was pit against something and cut by her. So this girl that's on here, I don't know, saying that she bought her an HD wig and a bottle of Chanel. Look at that girl's wig. Look at Effany's wigs that she wore from way back videos y'all see her to now. Do you think that she afforded to buy stuff? She didn't buy herself a human wig.
Some people
she
do
bought
that.
Somebody else a human wig and a bottle of Chanel that goes anywhere from $300 up to $700-800.
Some people will do that. Won't buy the stuff for themselves, but they'll buy it for you.
People reaching and y'all just giving them views, just clickbait. But like I said, I was traumatized by this lady. Okay. And me getting on here and telling my story to y'all is starting to cause problems to where, like, it's people messaging me, it's people that I know leaking my number.
Why?
My name is not a secret. My people close to me that
they call majority
like that. They call me Lola. Yes, my name is Brandy. That's not a secret. I lived a lot of places. I lived in Chicago. I lived in Ohio. I lived in Virginia. I lived in Alabama. I currently stay in New Orleans. I've lived a lot of different places. Like I did. I've lived a lot of different places. So y'all can take what y'all want with a grain of salt. I really don't care. I really don't care. I have a job that I go to every day. I have businesses that I attend to every day. TikTok is not my life. I got on here to tell my story just because it was shocking to me. Like, wow, she killed somebody. Like, wow, this could have been me. So, yeah. And by the way, while we're taking this as a joke, Effany's roommate, neighbor, the person she was living with or that was helping her, did you guys know that he's been missing for the past 2 weeks?
No, not funny about that. I'm not funny about none of it.
Missing report on him. Like, he's missing. Nobody knows where he's at. He's missing. So we need to start, like, kind of looking into that because we have a whole neighbor. I took it as he was her neighbor that was helping her out. But from what I'm understanding from going back and watching her page, is he was her roommate, a guy that let her live with him. Mm-hmm. He's missing. Nobody knows where he's at. Nobody knows where Wayne is. He's missing. How can I Wayne?
Hi, everybody. I'm searching around Facebook while I was taking my treatment. And I seen Muhammad, a young lady that stabbed her manager earlier this week. She rented a room from a man. She lived in East Point, Michigan. So she rented a room from a man named Wayne. You'll hear her keep talking about Wayne. And it sounds like Wayne wanted sexual relations with her, but she was saying that she didn't. So she made posts in March of 2025.
It was her covering herself.
Reports are saying by another site on Facebook that it's been 2 weeks since Wayne has been seen. And remember, she was making posts saying that she didn't want to have sex with him. Where is Wayne? You know, I don't make assumptions. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking.
Yes, I'm put this in the trash thing.
The way we want to draw them. So I'm
trash.
The way that you're thinking. And
Mom,
seems like to me.
I don't even know other controllers to leave games. Like, there's nothing to leave games. So I asked him about why something. Connect the X, but then it would take me to the medical center.
Mom, we talking about the
that was on the 12th. She was crying. Then on the 14th, she said,
you understand what I'm saying?
She had ordered some type of.
Don't need to be something like that. You know, mommy love him. I think your focus need to be elsewhere.
So that he could detox. But now the report said that nobody seen him in 2 weeks.
I love him.
I think what was going on in your little head, girl? I'm pretty sure Virginia saw what we are seeing on her site, and I'm pretty sure it was under one of the conditions is that she seek counseling. I'm pretty sure Virginia saw it. It just didn't appear. It's been there all this time. But like I said before, people with a problem, they don't think that they are the problem or they have a problem. They think it's everybody else. So she is one of the people she thinks it's everybody else.
So I gave her the code I had in my room.
That jail is going to have so many problems with her. She is not going to be able to keep a roommate. They are going to be moving her from cell to cell. Her roommates are not going to be able to get along with her. If you're having problems outside, you know if you're confined and you can't get out, you know you're going to have problems on the inside. Oh, Mr. Wickersham. Poor Sharon Wickersham. We'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. When I find out something, I'll let you know. I have my treatment. I'm feeling better. I'll talk to you later. So I'm sitting at this park right now. I wanted to I had to talk to my neighbor Wayne again and like clear up everything with him because how I said how like he always like he's always like
he always look at me a certain way or something, and I told him that I don't want to have sex. I told him that. So it's sometimes he would give me something to eat or something if I didn't make anyone on Instacart. I get that. But I told him I don't want him thinking that that I owe him that just because he do that for me. Sometimes I want him to think that I owe him sex. So now after I told him that, it's he's been crying and crying and telling me he think I use him, dismissing everything that I do for him and did for him, dismissing the fact that he had this condition that he's been going through for a long time and nobody can help him but me. I helped him get through it. And I cook, and I don't have a lot of money, but I still make money at work. But I don't have a car right now. I'm still working to get in the car, and he feels like I owe him sex, and now he's mad and crying and trying to make me feel guilty. I need to just calm down. I'm gonna be okay. But I should have known. I'm playing my peaceful music so I don't have to listen to you doing this and you're interrupting my music call on my phone. Please leave me alone. Stop fucking with me!
See, you been pissing me off. I slap this shit out so you get like that. That don't sound like a real emotion. I do think she was going through something demonic or karmic, passed down from generation to generation.
Now, I don't want to give my side of the story to a fiend right here, her. Now, I used to work with her at Taco Bell. Homegirl wasn't even rap type, but we was there. Now, I want to say I was working there for about a week or so before she even got all these charges right here. I was there when she got all these charges. One of them was for her boyfriend. Now, she come up very spiritual and everything, but first off and foremost, she is weird. Yes, she is known for saying, do not touch me, do not talk to me, don't. Your best bet is to not. Now, the first incident did happen at Taco Bell on Warren and Mac, and I was an employee there at the particular time when everything did happen. Yes, I was one of the employees at the time that she did get into, but instead of her getting sent home, I got sent home instead. Now, everybody keeps saying that she was weird. Oh, she gives off that type of vibe. At the same time, it's a lot of people in the world that's like that just like anime. Or just might be coming off weird in general. But Afeni never even really displayed anything that she was into besides her music. Now, her music is where she really cried out for her mental health. At the end of the day, I really say that this girl deserves everything that she got coming for her. No, this is not her first offense. This is just the first time homegirl got caught. No, this is not self-defense. Yes, this is mental health, but that also does not necessarily mean that she cannot get the justice that is earned behind that woman. And I'm not just saying that because of the fact that I know her and I know her. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it just because of the fact that she was wrong for doing that, and she knows for doing that. If y'all don't believe me, that her first charges was with Taco Bell, y'all make sure y'all watch the news today because they gonna let it be known that it started off that Taco Bell. Homegirl was never. I knew it, and everyone said she's in the right. No, she's not in the right. She been had a history. It's been years ongoing, and there ain't no telling how long it's been going prior to me knowing her. Like, I met her in her early 20s. Who said that she didn't have a troubled childhood or anything like that? Because her girl did not have it. That was a real life Sour Patch child. One moment she might be sweet, while the done you spend her whole check on you, then 2 seconds later she want to kill you. I'm not making this up. I'm not. I can't. People keep saying, was she a good worker? Yes, she was a good worker. That is not the problem. The problem is when her skillet loses one of her marbles in the goddamn drain. Now, mind you, I know everybody that's watching this video looked at her Instagram. Now, every last one of y'all see, prior to this, a year ago, 3, 4, 5, maybe a century compared to her, this been happening. And yes, she did have multiple jobs since then. Yes, maybe a century compared to her, this been happening. And yes, she did have multiple jobs since then. Yes, the first incident was at Taco Bell. Yes, all this is true. But at the same time, every time someone tried to get her help, she would not take it. So if she want to claim self-defense, oh, she was bullying, that's bullshit in my eyes, and everybody else is cocksuckers. Sorry, it took me so long to make a video to can I tell my story to what happened at Taco Bell. Sure, I can. I want to say it was about this time.
Tired, trying to get my hours in.
To make a video to can I tell my story to what happened at Taco Bell. Sure, I can. I want to say it was about this time 2 years ago when I had first started working at that particular Taco Bell that she was working at. And you know how when you first start, how you get to know your coworkers, the typical question. So, how old are you? You got kids? Or, you know, when your birthday, that type of stuff, favorite color, yep, all that. So, my birthday had just passed. So, they're like, oh, you just had a birthday. What you do for your birthday? So, I had told them. So, I want to say like 2-3 days later, we was working together, I came to work and it was a birthday bag. In the bag, it was a bottle of Chanel perfume, and it was authentic. I had an all red human hair wig with HD lace, and I also had a pink shirt that said Ketchup Queen because I like ketchup. And she got a bottle of ketchup, and she bedazzled the bottle of ketchup, and she also bought me a fifth Hennessy VSOP. I was shocked as shit because I'm like, damn, I wasn't expecting that for, you know, I just started here type of shit. Like, thanks, you know, I appreciate it. She was like, no, I just like to celebrate people while they're alive. Now, around this time, this is when they had just ordered lunch. Like, she had bought the lunch for the whole store, and we had bought it from the McDonald's that was down the street from our job or whatever. So she'll do this like every other day. She'll buy lunch, but she really took birthdays and holidays like really freaking serious. So we used to always buy like little small gifts, whatever, throughout the store. So boom. Now this is where we get deep. Okay. At the end of the day, we work in fast food. This is Taco Bell. Yes, we got DoorDash orders, we got in-house orders, we got drive-through orders. So, yes, we got to be all the way together. She didn't know how to make food, so they asked me to teach her how to know how to make the food. I didn't feel like that was fair because she been at that location longer than I have, and I just got there, but y'all want me to teach her how to make food, like how she don't know how to make food already. Like, she been here for almost a good 6 months. You supposed to know how to make food by this time. So I'm like, okay, instead of us doing the drive-through line, us taking the orders for the drive-through, I took her on the DoorDash side, which means we go at our own pace. They come when they come. We can make it when they get here, or we can make it now and they come and get it. So I took her on that side or whatever. I'm teaching her how to make the food. In the process of me teaching her, when she gets frustrated, she'll literally just stop and just go like this. Don't talk to me. I know I'm frustrated, being long, which is understandable. Cool.
That sounds like my best friend.
Like this for a good 2-3 hours. She won't say nothing. Nobody will bother her.
My best
so
friend
it got to the
like
point,
that.
like, you know what?
That girl did not have to stay at her manager, but you don't know what's going on with people. Spiritually, people be messed up. There's too many new witches.
Saying things under her breath and She'll say smart comments to other people's conversation. Mind you, nobody is paying her no mind or even entertaining her. She's butting into other people's stuff at this point. So everybody would get into it where like, okay, it's either you gonna just stand here or is you gonna help or is you gonna just start confrontations between other people because you're not helping with nothing else, but you got something to say about how other people was doing something. At this point, she'll go back into her mom scared at the table or whatever she might be standing at the moment. So she'll stand there about, I want to say, another like 20, 30 minutes. And this could be a consistent thing to that. That's we came to the point that we just started ignoring it. But this one day when she got into it with RGM, wow, we had an evening rush. She was on the inside, which was... No, she was doing inside orders, but she was on the inside. He was trying to teach her how to make the food, and she was just making, it was just tacos. It was just soft tacos. In the middle, all you had to do was add lettuce and cheese. They didn't want lettuce. They just wanted all cheese. So all you had to do was put the cheese on it. He didn't even want her to wrap it. He just wanted her to put the cheese on all 12 tacos. She didn't want to do that. So since she didn't want to do that, she just stopped and looked at him like, I don't want to do this. Can I just go to wash the dishes? He said, no, you're going to help me finish this. She said, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just go wash the dishes. So in the midst of that, she didn't stop. She stopped, walked away from the line, went to the back and washed the dishes. Like it was nothing wrong with what she was doing after she just told him that's what she wanted to do. And he told her, no, that's not what you're about to do. So at that point, another manager had intervened. So she trying to calm her down like, well, Feeny, at this point, if he's telling you what to do, you need to just go ahead and just do that. So she gets mad. She stopped washing the dishes or whatever, goes back to try to make the food, but now she's back into that hard stare. She would literally do that until someone will send her ass home. Mind you, this happened on morning one and Cassius on morning one shift. And also, I got proof that she did it at more than different locations. She did it at McDonald's. She did it at Taco Bell. She did it at Little Caesar. She did it at BJ. She did it at a different McDonald's with the same lady. Like, it's nothing new when it comes to her. And I'm going to just post a quick video after this one to show my little proof and my little receipts that she has been doing it at other places. Thanks.
Her message is crazy. It made it like my eyes closed, but you don't know if my eyes closed. I'll fall asleep on that bitch as long as I get my hours and my views.
But I don't know her. She didn't buy me that stuff for real though. Somebody was there.
So how do you feel about this? What are your thoughts? Comment below and let me know. Also, be sure to like the video, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.
But I don't know her. She didn't buy me that stuff for real though. Somebody was there.
So how do you feel about this? What are your thoughts? Comment below and let me know. Also, be sure to like the video, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.
I'm just talking. Let's see. Chicken Fields. Refresh. I'm not too long behind the speed. Once I eat, I get the ASVP. The ASVP.
the Chick-fil-A shop. The green this compartment. Okay, cut. Place shop.
You still right there?
There's some was stuck on the bottom of the thing. The honey mustard
Huh?
to places.
It's right up there. There's one open already.
Where's the one that's already open?
In the refrigerator.
The fruit.
Yes, my love.
Can't see the final honey mustard.
Here, my mother come get it.
Okay. So we place it. This is brush my mother. Open here.
That's what mommies are supposed to do. It's like I always tell you, you don't get no special gift for doing what you're supposed to do in school. I don't get no special gift for doing what I'm supposed to do as a mom. I'm your parent. I hold you here. You didn't ask for me here.
This is also closed. This one's also closed now.
Huh?
This one's closed.
Alright, well then open one up.
Cannot get this open.
Just like take the top off of my tea. Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's super blue. No tears. How did this?
Hmm.
I wondered how it
Be careful. Not too much.
I know every time I see it, it sounds like a thought. Let's place it right here. I should go do the combo.
Excuse me.
For the food, so waffle fork.
So you all said that you think that
Very
I'm just looking at the comments, okay? So thank you for watching the video. Some kisses too. I'm trying to find someone who can do my brows before I go and do reading later
Where?
on, okay? I also want to go to the hot spring as well later on. Yeah. Okay, so look, before I lose my train of thought, because I'm thinking about different things. You all said that Krishan's alleged father, Sean Malone, you all said that the reason why he was probably there at the birth, or one reason that he could have been there, is because he's trying to stop them from taking the baby from her. And his presence there would deter big Baltimorean judge. His presence would deter the folks there from taking. So you mean he was? You feel like his intention was to break the law, because that would be breaking the law. If there was a suggestion that her having the baby, because you see, when she was live streaming this, she didn't give any indication that she was afraid anyone would come and take the baby from her. That's not the energy that I got. So I don't think that she had that on her mind at all. Okay? She gave the camera to her sister, the one who talked about consequences, and said that she must film her. And the sister said to her, well, what do you want me to film? And she said, oh, I want you to film my reactions and so on. Okay? So, I don't think that was, I think he was there because he paid for it. I think he paid for it. Yeah. And also because he's her father, that's why. Her mother was there. I didn't see the mother interact with the father or the father's wife. If it was me and the father's wife would be, we'd be in and out of the room, getting deliveries, bringing them in the room, whatever, having stuff outside, just arranged and things like that, flowers come in, gifts, clothes, face masks, food, all kinds of stuff. I would be hanging out with her and stuff like that and making slide jokes to him and things like that. But no, Krishan's mum, as a crack addict, was just there kind of hanging out with him in the thing. And the holier-than-thou sister who has a strange relationship with her father, talking about consequences, she was there as camera lady. Ronnie was there, but I didn't see him on camera. That's why a lot of people were surprised to know that Ronnie actually was there. And Ronnie was laughing and saying, I'm saying too much or whatever because Krishan told him. Whatever Krishan said goes. That's how, until Ronnie got fed up of shit. When he got fed up of shit, he was out of here, basically. So, the man was there because his daughter was giving birth. That's his grandchild.
Mm.
He ain't no godfather, no godmother. Bullshit. That's all bullshit. Now, I want to speak about May Ann because I want to do a video on her, and I also want to do a video on Shakim as well, which I did a video on Shakim, but to be honest with your family, when I did the video on Shakim, I took some parts of a video either from YouTube or TikTok, and I wasn't happy with, because what I did is, the video was fine, but I took a comment from the video, and the comment referred to Shakim as a junkie. And when I watched it back, because I haven't put it up, when I watched it back, I said to myself, nah, this is the wrong angle. Even though my commentary and everything was more balanced in terms of this guy was going through it with chastity. This guy completely changed in from one thing to another while with this toxic female who come from this toxic family, from their toxic bloodline. And so the way I read somebody's comment, it was basically a very flippant comment. And I said, no. I can't sum up. I don't want my representation of Shakim to be summed up by one stupid off-the-cuff comment just like that. It's very dismissive. You understand? No. What happened to Shakim was not his fault. The guy was set up, right? He was set up not only by Chastity, but her boyfriend, sidekick, best friend, Quill. Okay? Same one who was trolling Ronnie Doe after he died, holding up a thing to his head, a thing to about his, and then smoking a pathetic blunt, talking about he's smoking on Ronnie Doe's back. Okay? Same dude. Same Quill dude. Right? So that's the reason why I didn't put that video up, to be honest with you, because I don't want to represent Shakim. And on social media, you have to be really careful, how you represent people, and in particular the dead. Okay. I've got to get it right. You understand?
Right.
If I'm saying something, I need to say it and not allow some other comment to kind of, weigh something down when that's not my intention. Right. So I want to do a video.
I'm happy you said that, I'm saying.
Okay. Rest in peace, Shakim. I'm gonna call you Ice Cream Man. Here's sister say you love ice cream. I bet you like bad juice and all them things, innit? Yeah, man. Snow cone and all them things, innit? Sweets. You like the sweets and desserts and all them things. Yeah. Even mother Jamaican anyway, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Now the second thing is May Ann.
So when I'm doing reaction,
what do we know about May Ann? Well, not much.
I'm kind of unfiltered.
I'm going to do a reading on her, okay? Allegedly, Krishan, and this is from, there was a comment. I don't know if I'm able to find it. I don't know. Give me a second. Family, just a second. Hold on. All right. So this is a comment from today, okay? Under the Krishan, so the comment was made today under the Krishan going to jail soon video that I made 2 days ago, right? The comment goes as follows. She, Krishan, has already been diagnosed with 5 mental health issues. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if it is accurate or not, etc., etc. I don't know who the commenter is, the person making the comment, okay? She's already been diagnosed with 5 mental health issues and was in a mental institution for a year for unaliving a woman in front of her kids as a teenager.
None of that.
Mental institution for a year for unaliving a woman in front of her kids as a teenager. So is this May Ann, who was found beaten to death in her home? And they said it was gang related. Does this have anything to do with Krishan Rock? And she was put in a mental facility, diagnosed with 5 different crackhead related stuff, behavioral disorders, etc., and was put away for a year, possibly because as a teenager she would have been too young to go to jail. Or depending on who argued for her and advocated for her, is it daddy again? Was he involved in it? If that is true, and if Krishan has anything to do with May Ann, did her father get her out of that situation as well? Is this why nobody ain't been questioned? Nobody's asked to see her phone records. Why is she not a person of, see, I'm raising my voice. Why is Krishan not a person of interest in the death of Ronnie Doe? They had a highly publicized thing between them. There was an incident at the Baltimore, at some mall in Maryland. There is previous energy between the two of them. The two of them were filing paperwork on each other for whatever harassment, DNA, all this stuff, paternity, all kinds of stuff. Who filed and who didn't file, I don't know. Who showed up for court and didn't show up for court, I don't know. But there is papers between the two of them. There's history between the two of them. The chick was there in Maryland when he was deleted. He'd done interview after interview. Her wicked, rock-tard, nasty, malevolent gang of lost girls and women, toothless, snaggletooth, horrible bitch-ass women, ghetto, ratchet pieces of old shit, stankin'-ass looking women who look like they have not been acquainted with soap and Dettol or Savlon in forever. That tribe of vagabonds defended her and harassed Ronnie, talking about he chasing clout. And then the guy was unalived. Either the police who are investigating this, 7 police in Maryland, either they are scared, incompetent, or their hands tied, or they don't give a fuck. It's got to be one of them.